Want nice buns like mine? Stick around for the recipe. Hi everybody, Derek here from Cook It Yourself, and I've been meaning to do a series of burgers, traditional burgers, copycat burgers, gourmet burgers. We do a lot in this house, as you can tell, and so I really wanted to show you guys what we make in our tiny kitchen. But I thought I can't really start making burgers without showing you how to make our burger buns. So let's crack on and I'll show you how we make our sesame seed burger bun. Okay, so I'll run through the ingredients first. We've got 600 grams of flour. We've got 40 grams of sugar, just normal white sugar. We've got a sachet, about 7 grams of instant dry yeast. We've got 50 grams of butter. Please make sure it's butter and not margarine. We've got a teaspoon of sea salt, which is about 7 grams. And we've got 1 large free range egg. Let's crack on and get the mixer loaded up. So, water first. 240 ml of water, just ordinary tap water. Then we add our yeast. Then we add our sugar to feed our yeast. And then we add our butter. You can melt this if you want to, but I'll let the mixer do the work. And then 1 egg. And let's get it mixed. So while that's on, we're going to start adding the flour. I do like to add my flour slowly so it incorporates better. So we're going to mix this for about 5 minutes. I'm just going to add the rest of the flour. Notice we've not added the salt yet. We'll add that in about another minute. Right, let's get this salt in. The salt will actually add a little bit of strength to the dough. Try not to let the dough get too warm in the mixer. If it gets too warm, then it'll go sticky and then you won't be able to manage it as well. And you might be tempted to add a bit of flour. Not a good idea. The best thing to do is if it goes sticky, take it out of the mixer, put it in the fridge covered for half an hour, take it back out and carry on mixing. This is coming together nicely now. For a couple more minutes and it'll be ready. So I'm just going to check the temperature of the dough. 23 degrees. Once it gets to about 24, 25, then you know it's definitely done. Anything over that and it's got too warm. There's something very therapeutic about just watching dough go around the dough mixer. Don't ask me why, maybe I'm a bit weird. Right, so that's pretty much mixed for me now. I'll just do the poke test where we just push a finger in. If it bounces back, it's got the gluten structure that we want. Yeah, that's bouncing back nicely. Okay, so we're going to take it out now and we're just going to do a quick ball up. I'll show you how we do that. Right, so you can just throw this straight into, get yourself a container. You can throw that straight in if you want to, but if you can create a dome, a nice dome, it'll rise so much better. So what we do is we just basically fold it in on itself. So you fold in the back in. And just creating a little bit of a dome. You don't need a special dome on the top. It's only burger, it's not pizza. Pop that in there. And we cover it with cling film. So we're going to leave that now to double in size. It doesn't matter if it goes a little bit bigger, don't worry about it, because we are going to knock it back and then we're going to make some burger buns, small burger buns that are going to rise again. They're going to double in size, so Don't worry if it gets a little bit out of hand or if you need to nip out and when you come back it's pushing out the bowl trying to escape. It'll still be fine, don't worry about that. But you do want it at least to double in size. Okay, so the dough's been proofing for about 2 hours it's been, and it's more than doubled in size, so I'm happy with that now. And what you'll notice when you get this dough out now, it's going to be a lot smoother than when it went into the bowl. So unwrap the dough. That looks beautiful. And I'm going to scrape it out onto the counter. So I use a grill pan, it's nice and big, fits in the oven perfectly obviously. And I've just put some greaseproof paper on the bottom, lined it. I've also got it going up the sides a little bit as well, just so if the bun proofs a bit too big, it's not going to touch the actual metal. So I'm going to do 120 gram balls for this. If you want slightly smaller burger buns, you can do them at 100. If you want slightly bigger ones, you can do them at 140. You're going to get between 6 and 10 doing it that way. I'm doing 120 grams. I've not done the maths, but I'm presuming I'm going to get at least 7, possibly 8 burgers out of this. $118, $119, $118. That'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So we've got 8 burgers out there at 120 grams. So now we need to make these into little balls. You can just give them a roll if you want to. It's not going to be brilliant if you do it that way. I'm going to show you how we do it, which is just a fold action. It's like a fold and a tuck, but you've got to be really gentle how you do it. So I'm hoping the camera can pick this up. What we do is 2 thumbs either side and your fingers at the back, and we're just slowly stretching that skin and then just crimping it at the back, and we turn it again, stretch, and you're just pulling that in yourself. See if I can show you. Nice and gently, you don't want to stretch too fast. Crimp, gentle, and then a crimp, and then the final one is you put your fingers around it like that without squeezing. Slowly push that through your fingers. Don't know if you can see that on the camera. And then when you've got it mostly through, one last push through your fingers, and then a very slight crimp. So you're only crimping that little bit there. Pinch it, and then just a quick roll, nice and gentle. You tuck in your fingers under the dough ball as you pull back. So you're just stretching it along like that. You can chop it if you want to, and then into your pan. Do it again, nice and slow. So you've got to stretch, a bit of a rip there. You don't really want that, but hopefully it'll go. Gently does it. Just tucking those sides in, nice and gentle. Quick crimp. Right, so I'll crack on, get these last ones done. Right, so what I do now is I just give them a little press down. Just give them a nice firm push down. If they're a good dough, you'll feel them bouncing back against you anyway. Right, so that's that done. I'm now going to cover these in cling film. Just a quick warning, I've got these in a 1.5 inch deep pan. So when I put my cling film over to the top, it's not going to sit so heavy on the dough balls. If you're putting it on a baking tray, which hasn't got sides, then I'd sprinkle just a little bit of flour over the top of your dough balls so that the cling film doesn't stick when you're taking them off. Whoops. Okay, so they're tucked in nicely. We're going to leave them to sort of double in size. So what you're looking for when you're proofing these dough balls is you want them to go to about 90% of the size that you want your buns to be. That way when you put them in the oven, they'll still rise a little bit more, probably another 10%, and then they'll come to the size that you actually want. So we're going to leave them now and come back in about an hour to 2 hours time. Right, as you can see, the dough balls have doubled in size. Looking good. Time to take the cling film off. Now what I do is pull it back like that, nice and low. If you pull it up, it tends to stick a bit worse. There we go. Looking nice. I've got the oven on 180 degrees, 170, 180, depending on how you feel your oven goes. It's a fan assisted oven. And they're going to be cooked for about 16 to 18 minutes. I've got my timer set for 16 minutes so I know when to come in and check. So before we start to cook, we want to egg wash these. So it's basically just one egg. A little bit of full fat milk. Give it a nice whisk. And then get yourself a little brush and we start to brush the tops and the sides. And then we get our sesame seeds and we just sprinkle if you want. You don't have to put sesame seeds on if you don't want to. I don't think a burger bun's a proper burger bun without one, to be honest. So just to recap, oven's on 180, fan assisted. And we're going to put them in the middle of the oven for 16 minutes. Right, see you in 16 minutes. Okay, so the 16-minute timer went and I've given them about 2 more minutes and they're looking fantastic at the moment. So it's time to get them out of the oven. Now, you can buy burger buns in shops. We do it all the time. When we want a fast burger, we'll go to the shop, buy some meat, make some burger patties, and we'll buy some burger buns. But trust me, first of all, the smell of the house at the moment is just absolutely fresh bread, absolutely phenomenal. And the burger buns speak for themselves, really. There we go, guys. 8 absolutely delicious, and they really are delicious. You will taste these when you have a burger. This is not just bread for a burger. This is absolutely beautiful. Serious sesame seed buns that are gonna take your burgers to an absolutely new level. Give them a try, see what you think, and I've got some serious burgers coming your way. So subscribe, like, share, comment. Please comment. I love your comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.